The reigning double world champion has shed light on his rise through the ranks. Max Verstappen claims that Dad Jos was not always a fan of his relaxed approach to life as an F1 driver. The Red Bull ace has admitted that the sport isn't everything to him, despite closing in on a third consecutive world title as he approaches the end of a dominant 2023 season. Verstappen is notable for having a killer instinct on the track, where he routinely puts his rivals to the sword with audacious maneuvers and gutsy overtakes. That much is to be expected, with the 26-year-old from good F1 stock. Jos Verstappen was a respected competitor in his own right, starting over 100 Grand Prix between 1994 and 2003, and standing on the podium twice. While his father's influence undoubtedly played a part in Verstappen becoming the fearsome competitor he is today, the Red Bull man claims that a difference in belief, namely that a relaxed driver can be a successful driver, has led to several confrontations. F1 is of course a big part of my life, but it's not everything, he told Red Bull's Mindset Win podcast. I don't need to be constantly thinking about it to perform. I know when to switch back on and when to switch off. I just enjoy what I'm doing. I've been doing it now for a few years. I don't really make myself crazy or put a lot of questions in my head. I just go with the flow. This really works for me. Back in the day, I had quite a few arguments with my dad about it. He felt that I was too relaxed about it. He wanted me to be more on top of things. I think I learned a lot from having the conversations with him, but I'm still pretty much the same. I think my dad is more hyped up, before a race, than I am. F1 is of course a big part of my life, but it's not everything. I don't need to be constantly thinking about it to perform. I know when to switch back on and when to switch off. Verstappen has already surpassed his father's F1 achievements, having been a prominent member of the grid since bursting onto the scene as a teenage sensation in 2015. The Dutchman has now racked up 48 Grand Prix wins, leaving him behind only Lewis Hamilton, Michael Schumacher, Sebastian Vettel and Alain Prost in the all-time charts. A staggering 13 of those race victories came this season, with Verstappen amassing almost double the points of nearest competitor Sergio Perez. Even so, the modern-day F1 icon did not automatically think that he would tread the same career path as his dad. When I was 4 years old, I didn't know that I wanted to be a Formula One driver, it was just enjoying driving and having fun, he added. At one point I think you find your passion, and then it's about your parents of course supporting you but not pushing you to do it, because otherwise it will catch up to you. You will do it for a few years because your parents like you to do it, but if it's not your real passion at one point it will come out. Of course, sometimes I needed to be pushed in terms of understanding how serious it was, what we were doing, but the passion needs to come from within yourself.